Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the return of my channel. You may recognize the screen you're seeing right now, Super Mario Galaxy. We're going to be playing it again. I actually intend on getting all the way through it this time, since I actually plan on continuing the channel past past all the other times that I've done it. So, let's get started. I am pretty excited about starting things back up again, seeing as how, I've kind of been wanting to, start up the channel again for quite a bit now. If if anyone knows or remembers, I at one point actually posted on my channel like a community thing that was like, oh guys, I'm gonna be returning, and then I just never did. Which not a great look, but then I did it again recently and I'm actually making good on it because I'm actually recording a video. All right, so let's start playing. I'm gonna be like so rusty for this entire video because I don't know, I haven't done it since like, I don't know, whenever the last video release was, like 2022 or something. Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. But of course it wasn't. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet. And the classic, yo Mario, come hang out at my house letter that Peach sends him at the beginning of basically every Mario game. Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach. We all know it's probably cake. That's the other thing. She always sends him a letter and it's always, hey, I made a cake. Please come eat it because I ain't going to eat it all myself. And the toads are all gluten-free. So that's a good headcanon. All the toads are gluten-free, but Peach just refuses to even attempt making it gluten-free, which would be incredibly rude. But there's so many toads. I mean, what is she gonna do? Share it with all of them? Bowser's got no chill, actually. He does this every freaking time. What's with this guy? So I'm actually playing this on the Switch. I'm playing the new Switch version of this game, and it's hilarious because last time, if anyone even watched it, last time I played Super Mario Galaxy on this channel, I had bemoaned and whined and complained about how dumb I thought the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection was. And I was like, you know what? I'm playing this game on Wii. I absolutely am not going to get the 3D All-Stars collection because I think it's stupid. And now I'm here. Not only do I own the 3D All-Stars collection now, but I'm also playing this the Mario Galaxy plus Mario Galaxy 2 version. So that means I have 3 versions of this game. Princess Peach, you are formally invited to the creation of my new galaxy. So, see, where does he even get electrical powers? I do not think that he has the ability to do that ever again in this game or in any other Mario game. Bowser's just out here doing his own thing. I also love how in this game that despite everything, this has got to be Bowser's biggest plot, because all his other plots are never to the extent of, hey, let's go to space. You know what I mean? Like, it's always just like, I'm gonna kidnap Peach and take her to like my castle, and that's where we're gonna hang out. It's never to this extent. Jeez. My computer turned off. I really hope it was recording all that. I'm really worried it wasn't, but we'll see. It'd be kind of funny if it wasn't, but also really obnoxious if it just cut out for a second there. I was probably saying something super deep and inquisitive too if it cut out, so sorry, you missed it. It's also hilarious to me that he straight up steals her entire castle too. Again, like, he was doing so much more in this game than I think he really ever did. No simple kidnap plot. No, you know, oh, I'm just going to take her. No, I'm going to take the whole castle and take it to space with this freaking UFO with titties on the bottom. Also, I said this last time, and I know for certain that I mentioned this last time. I do not think that the UFO ever really makes any other appearance except for in this initial cutscene. So long, enjoy your flight. And dead. Game over. Thanks for joining me. This has been great. What a return. I really hope that, you know, if you're on YouTube and you plan on watching a Mario Galaxy playthrough because it's, you know, very hip right now, that this is the one that you choose to watch. Because there's a lot of other options, but all of them suck as far as I'm concerned. You know, let's not set that precedent at the beginning of the grand return of this channel for me to just bully and berate anyone else on the platform. Let's maybe not do that. Finally, you're awake. Let's play. All right. No, I know, and I'm using A to jump. So get out of here. I'm used to playing Mario and Luigi games, where Mario's A and Luigi is B to jump. So don't go expecting me to be doing all that. Let's play hide and seek. If you catch all of us, we'll tell you about where you are. Another thing I distinctly remember talking about last time was how hilarious it is to be like, oh hey, okay, so this guy has like amnesia or whatever, you know, just crash landed on this planet. How about let's force him to play hide and seek before we tell him any sort of information about where he is. Like, just how callous is that? You caught me. Aw, I knew I should have hidden in the crater. They're also just terrible at keeping the secret of, like, where the other two are. It's just immediate. There's zero, like, ooh, where could they be? No, it's literally like, oh, yo, the other one's in the crater. Just go check that out. I swear you'll find him there. Even though, like, ringleader guy does it too. You got me. Watch. Yep, I should have hidden in the grass. Yeah, I bet you should have. I wonder who's in the grass. Maybe your other rabbit friend. Also, are we ever gonna stop and talk about how, like, powerful Luma powers are? Because in this game, they obviously, you know, right at the beginning here, turn into rabbits. But then throughout the game, and throughout the sequel too, they turn into not only rabbits, but planets, entire galaxies, stars, like, completely unstoppable. I can't believe I let myself get caught. Wow, you caught all of us? Maybe you really can help, Mama. And you know, just the ability to completely create, you know, freaking buildings out of thin air. I'm assuming that was all the Luma's doing. Sorry about bringing you here so suddenly. We should probably tell you where you are. There's a connection here to deep space, far from your lands. We call it the gateway to the starry sky. What do you have to say to me, punk? Mama's waiting up above. Please help her with whatever she asks. Okay. Whatever she says, you have to do it. No questions asked. It could be anything. There she is. Mama. Sorry, I paused it there for a second. Oops. I've been watching you from here. This place is called the Gateway to the Starry Sky. Bet. Luma down there just told me that. My name is Rosalina. I watch over and protect the cosmos. To save your special one, you'll need the power to travel through space. Here, take this child. Luma can give you this power. I will entrust you with his care. And in Mario's hat he shall live, giving him the ability to spin, which apparently he could not do before. Disaster has struck us, just as it has visited you. With Luma, I hope you can rescue the grand stars. May the stars shine down on you. And there she goes. See, that's another thing. These space folk can apparently just do whatever they want. They can fade away into nothingness. They can do literally anything, it seems. I feel like Nintendo is just like, you know what? Space Lady can do whatever she wants. Shake the Joy-Con or press Y to spin to things that look breakable. You can even spin enemies to stun them. Okay, yeah, no, I've played this game before. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, Mr. Luma. Bye. Jeez, could you believe that guy? And thus our adventure begins. You know, I'm really hoping that, I guess this go around, something comes of it. Because I'm really, like I said before, I've been mounting this idea of like a return to YouTube for a while. Like, I've been talking about it with, you know, damn near everyone I know, to some extent. Like, just, you know, maybe not that far, but I have been mentioning it a lot to people, and I just, it's one of those things, you know, where it definitely came down in a lot of ways to laziness, where like I would think to myself like, oh, I'd love to do YouTube stuff again, but do I want to actually do YouTube stuff again? You know, like, I don't know, it wasn't for a lack of wanting to, that's for sure. Get me out of here. One of those enemies should have the key. You can shake or okay, yeah, I know, we know. Oh, I guess I didn't know. Whoops. Alright, key time. No, but like, I've been mounting this idea of like a return for so long, basically since I stopped originally, and it's kind of obnoxious to me that it took this long for me to just finally do it. Thanks. Would you mind rescuing my buddy in that base up there too? I'll transform into a sling star. Just jump into me after I transform. There we are. See what I mean? Becoming stars. But no, yeah, I just, I don't know, pretty annoyed with myself, I guess, that it took me this long. Because if I just done it when I initially was thinking about doing it, I would have like had the channel going for a while, I guess. It's just one of those things where, I don't know, I think I don't know if I was being lazy or, I mean, I guess I kind of already said that it was partially laziness, but it may have also just come down to time, you know, like, because it takes a bit of time to do this stuff. You know, you got to sit down and record stuff, and then you got to edit it. Even if you're minimally editing, like a lot of Let's Play videos, you know, there's not effects and all this craziness happening, but there still is certainly work being put into it, and I think that may also be part of it. Oh, yep, key time. I don't know why Bowser decided to trust Goombas with the keys, especially on a planet they've never been on before. It was like, yeah, here, go to this strange universe real fast. This strange planet that's just completely metal. And protect this key because you know damn well Mario's coming. He always does. We've been waiting for you. Okay. There's a Grand Star. We have to save it. Okay. Do it. You're right there. They're using the Grand Star to power that awful machine. It looks like it's making something. We have to do something before the Grand Star's power is drained. Quick, find a way to stop that terrible machine. Alright, I got you, Luma. Don't even worry about it. Mario is on the case. I know a thing or two about a thing or two when it comes to this freaking turtle guy, alright? Don't even freaking worry about it. Alright, and he's dead. That's clicked. Okay, there is one thing I have to say for this, because I did fiddle around with this, like, remaster a little bit when I first bought it. Like, I didn't, like, play it too far, because I always had the intention, like, when I heard this was announced, it was funny, because before, I know, dude, I know, your friend up there already told me that, but before this was initially announced, I had actually already had the plan to play Mario Galaxy in a comeback to my channel. Like, that was already in the books, or that was already like my plan. So then when this got announced on the Nintendo Direct, I was like, I need to buy that because it's perfect. I'd already planned on playing Mario Galaxy. This is great. It did set me back $70, but that's besides the point. The only Grand Star in the entire game that is not a boss battle. I mean, probably everyone knew that, but it's interesting that this is the only one. There it goes. Also, another comment is that is clearly, and it's basically stated later by Rosalina, that is a star. That this thing is powered by a star. And somehow everyone, Mario especially, is just chilling next to this thing like, I've had worse. Then again, this is the same guy who can land in lava and just be fine. For the most part, like, usually he just kind of bounces around with his butt getting hot, so, you know, he can be around a star, and I think it's fine. Ah, sup, bro? The beacon is lit again. It shines weakly, maybe only as bright as a Class 6 star, but at least the poor Lumas will survive now. See? Exactly. That's what I mean. It's just, they're saying it right now. It's a star. Oh, thank you for saving the Grand Star. These star people are my family. They mean so much to me. Welcome to the Comet Observatory. It's my home, and also home to the Lumas. You see, we travel the starry skies. We pass by this area once every 100 years, but we suddenly stopped in front of this planet. A strange force had latched onto our ship, pulling away starbits and our power source, power stars. Our ship had lost power, so it entered a deep hibernation state, in which it could not move. Those who took your special one picked up the power stars and discovered the power to cross the universe. I wonder who did that. Please, I have a request. This observatory uses star power to project images of the galaxies that are scattered across space. And there is a chance we can use our few remaining stars to look for other power stars. These round rooms are called domes. We observe galaxies from domes such as these. But the only one that is working now, powered by the star power you restored, is this one, the Terrace. Please, go to the Terrace and try to recover the power stars from the galaxies you see from there. If we do not, we'll be able to restore the Comet... Oh, wait, no. If we do that, we'll be able to restore the Comet Observatory's ability to fly like a starship. Then perhaps we can pursue the thieves who ran off with the power stars. Mario, zero thoughts behind those eyes. There was not a single thought or brain cell firing any sort of electrical input in that moment. He was just like, ah. Wait, I'm gonna go get this one up. Whee! Get there. Oh, whoops. Oh, there we go. I really appreciate that one up like consistently reappears like after every time you get it, as well as I don't know, I assume he's still here in this version of the game, but there's also the like little male toad who also gives you one. Hold on, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna see if there's, I wonder if the one that's down here also is already there. It is not, unless I'm wrong. I could have swore there's a one up down there, but anyway, I think this is where I'm going to call it a quits on this episode before we get too far into playing Mario Galaxy again. So I really appreciate it. Anyone who watches this video and or joined us here today. You know, it's one of those things where, as I said before, I have all intentions of keeping this going for a long time. I really hope that I can keep doing this. You know, it's one of those things where obviously things could happen, or I, you know, could get burnt out, but I have full intention of not getting burnt out and of you know, just keeping this chugging along. I'd love to. I'm just gonna say it now in this first episode here, you know, to just see if we can't make this happen. I have full intentions of attempting to do this for at least a year. That's like my biggest benchmark, or like my biggest goal. And obviously maybe over time I could create like benchmarks, I guess, for different things I'd like to do and or get to do or get to or what have you over the course of, I don't know, of that year span. But that is my ultimate goal right now, is to just keep this chugging along for, you know, 365 goddamn days, you know what I mean? Like I really think that'd be sort of a really cool thing to do, you know. And like I said, I've seriously been thinking about doing this for a long time, returning to this. You know, in the past, I really, if you guys are aware of, oh, there I go. If you guys are aware of, you know, my older videos, I used to do them with this friend of mine named Caleb, and we'd do this little, you know, show we called Cheese Balls, and it was basically just Let's Plays that we do together, right? And I'd always rely on him for a lot of what we did in a lot of ways, you know, like he would work on certain parts of the videos, or, you know, it was almost always him and I doing recording together, because I guess like Cheese Balls was like the main part of the channel. And so I guess I'm just excited by the prospect of doing it, you know, a little more solo. And obviously, so, you know, in the meantime between the last upload on this channel and now, I met this wonderful girl and we're engaged and we now live together, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, so, you know, my life has changed in a lot of ways, and I definitely want her to help, and she definitely, you know, is interested in helping the channel flourish. But I definitely think overall I'd really like this to be, you know, on my shoulders, because like I said before, like in the past I relied on Caleb in a lot of ways, and that kind of wound up being the reason I feel why the channel stopped. Is because, you know, and I don't hold any ill will or anything towards him because of it, but like, you know, he just got burned out, or like he didn't really want to do it as much, which is incredibly valid. Like I couldn't expect him to just keep doing it as long as I wanted to keep doing it, I guess. Anyway, I've been rambling on, just wandering around the observatory for more than is a good chunk of time here. So thank you so much for joining. As I said, I have these plans, these aspirations for this channel. So, I'm probably gonna record some more videos, and I'm gonna try my ultimate goal as well. Weekly goal, I guess, is to have daily uploads, with a certain upload schedule every week, which I maybe I'll elaborate about maybe in a community post, or maybe I'll just elaborate in the next Mario Galaxy episode here. But yeah, I just thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, a great night, a great afternoon, a great forever, and thank you for taking 20 minutes out of your day to watch this video. So thank you so much. Bye.